All right, we are back. Last games of the night. Northern Storm versus Blitzkrieg. Joined on this third set for me here is Sig Tau Infinite. How's it going, Infinite?
Not too bad, man. Not too bad. Pretty exciting game so far. Plus, I like to be proven right. Which, if you recall, last week I specifically said option 12 was a force to be reckoned with, and well, point in case. So,
Hmm. Bragging about being right on that, but we're not going to talk about your ban predictions for the first set of games.
hey, I was right on three of the four. They banned out all of them except Zach.
Okay. All right.
It just may have also taken the second set of bans.
So we have Blitzkrieg Northern Storm here. Blitzkrieg picking up the win with that Nasus last week. See if they're going to utilize that Nasus again or not. You think we're going to see him?
Oh no, not a chance. He'll be banned out. He's really strong anyway, but in the hands of someone like Elio, nah. Uh,
Yep.
there we
There it
go.
goes.
Told you. Yeah.
Everybody's scared of the pooch now.
I mean, for good reason. All you got to do is hit cannon minions.
All right, so we'll see what the bands look like here. Getting out some normal stuff here. Do have the teams. We did see both of these teams pick up one win last week, so we've seen their highs and their lows. Interested to see if Blitzkrieg can pick up games without a big heavy carry like Nasus, though.
Um, Speaking from experience with playing with Stelu a fair amount of times, his champ pool is crazy. He's got just a ton of different options. But on the side of Northern Storm, I've also played with both WD Fan and Chaosix before, and they work incredibly well together. So
Yeah, I mean a lot of them do work. A lot of these players do work incredibly well together. We have a couple of good unifications there, and also some supports that can just kind of meld with basically anybody.
man, Sion like every game right now.
Well, he makes quite an impression when he has 5,000 hit points.
True. I'm just tired of watching them.
Well, maybe you should write a self-addressed stamped envelope to one of the LCUS teams to tell him to ban his. But we'll see. Alright, so we have Darius versus Sion. That is a matchup we've seen already. We'll see if this one goes better for Stelio.
True. I do remember him saying he wanted to play Darius at some point, so we'll see how it goes.
Yep, lot of love for that Darius. Not as much as love for the Sion. Possibly a Thresh again. That'll be 3 Threshes today. A lot of Sions, a lot of Threshes.
Yeah, the typical things, the meta slave picks.
Mm-hmm. No Urgot yet, though, this week. Did see him a bit last week.
Yeah, I'm honestly also surprised we haven't seen more of the extremely heavy crit-based ADCs since they brought back, some of those crit items.
Mm-hmm.
The Caitlyn's, the Twitches, things like that.
Ooh, Lux and Morgana picked, so there goes any sort of question as to where the Lux is going.
True.
Unless we're expecting the Morgana mid, but I don't think we will. We'll see what happens. Looking forward to this last pick for Blitzkrieg, see what they decide to do. Could throw out a mid laner. Oh, they're going for the jungle pick there. Another Amumu. Nice to see him.
Yep. Oh man, the champ pool picks. It's like watching the same game 6 times each night.
Well, it really depends. I think that going for a little more solid picks right now, because as the LCUS goes on, we'll have a few more targeted bans, and so then we'll see a little more variety. I would
fully
imagine.
expect Sion to start getting one of those pretty consistent ban options here pretty soon, honestly.
I would imagine that. Ooh, getting rid of the Hecarim for Spicy Hot Meme. Remembering that. Assuming he's the jungler, with all these lovely teams not being in order.
True.
Who can even tell anymore?
don't get paid enough to keep track of that.
Wait, you get paid? What?
No.
Uh-huh, sure. I'm on to you now.
Crap, they told me not to tell you. You specifically.
Alright, so the Xerath is the last ban. A lot of mid lane bans here. Not that worried about ADC, it seems. Might be. I don't know if that's a moratorium on Gotta Get Lucky or not. Anivia, alright. Icebird's first appearance in Split 5. She showed up quite a lot early Split 4 and did not do very well. So we'll see if there will be some respect for the Icebird or not.
I do notice, like you said though, not a whole lot of respect being thrown out for the ADC. Not a single ban on the side of Northern Storm for it. That also could just be though because WD Fan is extremely confident and pretty great at a large pool of ADCs. So.
Well, it looks like there isn't going to be an ADC for Northern Storm.
Oh. Okay. This is all right.
So, boy, if only you guys had known and hadn't wasted those bans.
It turns out he's only played Ezreal this entire since last split.
All right, so there's a lot of questions in this this game. What are the lanes going to look like? Scion mid, perhaps?
No, it's maybe actually. Man, that is. All right, I take back what I said about seeing the same game 6 times in a row.
Yeah.
They may be picking the same champs, but they're doing some crazy stuff with it.
Yeah, Great Beard of Odin is suggesting could also be ADC Scion.
Oof.
So we're just not going to know because everyone's out of order. So we're not even going to bother looking to see who's in what roles. I don't even care.
Oh man.
If they don't want to be in the right order, I'm not going to bother remembering what roles they play.
So if you had to pick right now which team you think wins just based on their champs, who do you go with?
Man, it's hard for me to bet against Spicy Hot Meme just because of how much jungle presence he exudes in every single game, regardless of what champion he's playing. On the other hand, though, you know, Anivia's going to do work. It's just the way Anivia is. I'm going to say Blitzkrieg will win, but Northern Storm, I think that they have a lot of very powerful tools.
True. I think the thing for Northern Storm that really is going to work in their favor is if they're able to get picks, especially with that Rammus taunt, and then the perma stun lockdown between Morgan and Lux. So you're just not getting away.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that Blitzkrieg has the far superior team fight team. But when you're going up against a Scion, who cares about team fights? Just split push, right?
Right. There's also a lot of AoE control coming out of Blitzkrieg here. You've got the Anivia ult, you've got the Amumu ult, the Thresh ult. Darius can spin to win, can pull dudes. Sivir can throw out a bunch of AoE damage for an ADC, which is always somewhat surprising. So I think like a big Amumu ult might just signal the end of the fight if it's a team fight. But there's a lot of durability coming out of Northern Storm. So if you can't get a good land on Morgana or Lux, I don't know if your damage is actually going to go anywhere.
Also, we're getting called out in the chat right now. Casters, no question where the Lux is going, in quotes. All right.
Did I actually say where the Lux was going? I don't recall. I just said no question where the Lux is going with this Morgana pick. I didn't actually say mid, I don't think.
That's true. Maybe he knew the entire time that it was Lux Morg bot. Tenebris 827.
We do see Brandana suggesting that Northern Storm doesn't have enough damage. I can see that being an issue, but don't forget last game Jeff said that the Misfortune Syndra wasn't enough damage, and look how that turned out.
True. Not only that, but if I remember correctly, Lux puts out a crap ton of damage even as a support.
Mm-hmm.
So you couple that with Morg, that's all the AP you need. And then I don't know, York does a very large amount of damage people don't realize. So
I think having Lux and Morgana as the artillery behind the wall of Scion, Rammus, and Yorick is going to be a big deal.
agreed. But like I said, I honestly think that against a team like what Blitzkrieg has set up, the smarter option for them is to try not to have those team fights where they have to rely on that, and maybe just go more of a pick and split push comp.
Well, we'll see where they go. Second to last match of the night. Most interesting lineup we've had so far, no question, on both sides. Checking out the skins. Well, I guess looks like Northern Storm wins this by default, just because they don't have a Thresh skin.
Yeah. Even if we didn't consider that, I think I'd give it to Northern Storm. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the joke skins or the like extremely overused skins. So like Dunkmaster Darius, he might have another skin. I don't know. I've never seen it. Pizza Delivery Sivir isn't bad though.
Yeah,
As far as like joke skins go,
Pizza Delivery's Sivir is like a an LCUS favorite, so I don't think we're allowed to say mean things about it.
Well, conveniently, I actually do like that one, so it's all right.
All right, we'll see if we can trust the stream to not flake out on us here. And I'm not going to shuffle everyone around until we actually see what the lanes are, so don't even ask. I mean, I guess we can assume the jungles, so I'll do that. This must be a coordinated effort now. Now that they know we'll shuffle them around, they don't feel like being in any order. Loaf, I'm not shuffling the other side until we figure out where Northern Storm is actually going.
So impatient.
Alright, so everyone just being kind of chill. The pizza on Gotta Get Lucky appears to be spinach.
Oh man, we're doing this again?
Yeah, I mean, what else are we going to do?
That's fair.
I mean, frankly, I think that's what the audience really cares about, is pizza toppings.
True. That would explain why it's such a popular skin choice. Also, does every single pizza like have spinach on it? Is this a thing that I didn't know as well?
Yeah, it's a way to pretend that you're being healthy by eating pizza.
Kind of like getting Diet Coke. Got it.
Yeah, spinach is the Diet Coke of pizzas. Okay, so now we will shuffle properly. There you go. Lanes are correct, Lofi. I hope you're happy. Alright, so top lane, Maya's immediately taken a beating from this Darius. If Northern Storm does win the second game, I'm interested to see what their thought process was going into this pick. Blitzkrieg's Thresh playing a little far forward here. Gets rooted immediately. The double snare bot is going to be really painful.
Yep, and that's what I was talking about. If you get pinned, I think if they learned how to time that a little better, they could have kept him there just until he died.
I'm interested to see if Gotta Get Lucky's Spell Shield play will be on point. Definitely good opportunities down here for that. Looks like Spicy Hot Meme was sort of in a position to try for a gank, but decided just to continue on his normal route. Oh, binding does land. They predict the shield and don't go for a second binding. Scion getting pushed back a little bit, but has all of his mana.
Not only that, but he's pretty much same as Anivia in CS, so...
I think this bot lane's going to have a lot of trouble. They seem to be getting pushed back pretty hard already. Here comes the Rammus gank.
But if you remember, we saw something similar last split, a Morgana Lux combo bot lane, and even though they were dominating early, they didn't bring anything to the table late like a good ADC does.
Oh, we didn't teleport on the egg. That's a thing still, right?
Actually, I think they took that out. I could be wrong.
Oh man, that's like the greatest interaction in League of Legends. How could they do that?
Or maybe it was they took out teleport while an egg or something.
Alright.
I know they took out something that had interaction with teleport and egg.
So Stelio shows up, doesn't actually help that much, and the bird goes down, which is a big pain because lost the passive and died. Oh, here comes Aramis again. See, this is the spicy hot meme that I can't vote against because he just has this presence with his Hecarims, his Ramises, his Pantheons.
Anyone who can get in there super quick, yeah, agreed. And this is why I think Sion will start becoming a pretty permanent ban in the LCUS. Even mid lane against Olivia, someone who's considered a big mid lane threat in our league, just showing that he doesn't care.
Well, like I said, Anivia didn't do that great last split. I mean, we did have a couple of mid laners utilize her to good effect, but she wasn't like the insta-lock, guaranteed high quality that she had been in previous splits. So I don't know. Sometimes, I mean, ban her against certain players, but I don't know if she needs to be an insta-ban against everybody. But we'll see.
I agree with that.
There's that first pick-off we were talking about. Missed it. But with that low of health against 2 bindings, it's not great. Ooh, those pixels. Jackalope getting some damage out, but just that low AP chip damage is not doing much. Alright. Got the Mumu getting spotted here. Amaya notices now. Looked like he wasn't going to notice for a second there. But yeah, this team comp seems to be doing really well for him so far. Ramus helped them get that good early game lead. Double binding bot lane. Can we see gold bot lane? Sure, there it is. Oh, Jackalope hits 6, but has no mana. Here comes the Ramus. Flash is not available. This is going to be a dead bird.
Man. Just like that, 4 kills in 6 minutes.
Yeah, this feels very very oppressive for a team that isn't prepared for it, which is unfortunate because on paper, at the very least in this bot lane, they probably have at least the best ADC to deal with it because you have that binding.
True, but I think Thresh into it is actually kind of a weak point because Morgana can just black shield all of his hooks if she wants. So
yeah, Thresh isn't that great. Braum might be a little bit better, able to block the bindings as well.
Yeah, I actually probably would have gone with someone either just as poke heavy as them, or maybe someone healy like Sona, Soraka, something like that.
Oh, does shield the charge there. That's great. Flash instead taking the lantern. Come on, gotta get lucky. You know better.
Man, you gotta take that lantern, man. That's what it's there for.
You were on the team called Take the Lantern. You gotta know these things, man.
So do they do drag here?
Seems like it. Might as well. I mean, they have full dominance right now. I don't think that anyone's going to challenge them at the moment.
I don't think anyone can. Even if both Amumu and Anivia go in, both Lux and Morg are right there.
Yeah, especially rough because Lux and Morg are both level 5 compared to Gotta Get Lucky being level 3. This is very painful to watch. All right.
So I'm wondering how many times here in the past week or two, Chaos and Woodfin, WD fan, however you said that, have practiced this combo.
Oh.
And that's a kill. Oh, is he? Nope.
That was that's some good damage coming out of Gotta Get Lucky still, though. I mean, with how squishy these two characters are, it's just no actual ability to follow up with all the combos that these two ladies are throwing down.
I mean, like I said though, I wouldn't count them out yet. It's a rough start, but I think both Darius and Sivir both have incredible late game potential.
Looks like we're having a lane switch here. Gotta Get Lucky is going mid, and Nibia is heading bot. What do you think about this swap here?
I think this is a good swap, actually. I think this will provide easier CS farming for the person they need to get CS.
Oh, they're collapsing on Spicy Hot Meme here. They should get him. Where's the finish there? There's the dunk. Go for 2. Maybe. Oh, the little zombies are getting on Chop. There's the dunks.
Again. And Chop Suey is able to make it out alive. But here comes more, hoping to maybe clean something up. Nope.
Oh, and now Baconlicious is in the bot lane. So they have lane swapped the other way, but this time they're actually getting the pressure on him. Thresh doesn't care about your thoughts about bot laning there, Sion.
I mean, Sion, you were doing great in 1v1, but you're not to that point yet. Calm down.
It's just crazy how confident this Thresh is now. Like, he didn't have any ability to do this before, and now he's just landing every hook. And so we'll see how Gotta Get Lucky holds up here. Not well, I would imagine.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, the 2 problems he was having to deal with followed him up to mid.
Oh, there's one snare. Big laser. Did block it, though.
Oh, wow. Great timing on that.
Alright, so hold your W for that Lux ult. You're good. So we'll see how long this lane swap lasts. I don't know how well Baconlicious is going to do here. Obviously they want to bully Gotta Get Lucky, but if Gotta Get Lucky can just hold on to that mana shield. Don't try to overpredict it, just hang out, man. He started kind of wandering into their AoEs to get his mana shield off. I think that's a mistake.
Agreed. But at the same time, he's also making them waste a ton of their mana.
Oh, getting them bounces going too. Good wave clear. Baconlicious continuing to get pushed back. We do have Chop Suey here. Oh, Rammus going for the dive. Flashes for it, but here comes Chop Suey. There's the ult, I would think. No, ult's down. But Spicy Hot Meme bites off more than he can chew. We got overconfident Central now. And
that's exactly what he needed right there. My man, whew. That is not what you want to see. You have a team that is currently ahead in kills, doing really good, and then you decide to dive at 11 minutes with a full health tower. Whew.
Yeah, they were doing well, but with that rotation and a little bit of overconfidence there, they're starting to come back. Or the other team's starting to come back, I should say. Dragon will be up in a minute, Cloud Drake. I don't know if Blitzkrieg is in a good enough position to take this Dragon yet, but they might be able to, if they get a good ward on it, they might be able to at least threaten a steal.
Yeah, that's what I would recommend. If I was them, I would have everyone kind of set up for the back end of that fight. Let them take the Dragon poke.
Stelio might be in a little bit of trouble here. Everyone popping in on him. Yeah, he's going to go down.
Yeah, absolutely.
A little too far forward there. But we do still have Gotta Get Lucky. Gotta Get Lucky's got to be careful. Problem with being an ADC alone is that if you're an ADC, you aren't really thinking about buying wards, right? He does have a control ward, but it's not like it's the top priority for a shooty man. Let's throw the row down there, though. Ward for ward. Dragon up in 8 seconds.
Meanwhile, a ton of damage being done to this top lane tower.
Yeah, sneaky teleport here from Stelio. Let's see if he can make anything happen with it. Dodges the prison. He's still going for it, though. Alright, so Stelio versus Amai here. This is a big fight. Stelio is committed to this. Pulls in, getting the hits. Teleport coming down just to save himself. Will the execute go off? It will!
Oh, my.
Oh, meanwhile, Gotta Get Lucky gets caught, which I have to imagine was the full combo. Baconlicious goes deep. Chop Suey takes the lantern to get out. Alright, Anivia's here. Okay, this is what... Well, I hate playing against Darius. This is the moment I love about Darius games, where Darius has been up in the top lane minding his own business for 15 minutes, and then he shows up and just changes team fights.
True. And like I said,
Jackalope might get caught here. Oh, dodges all the skill shots.
Ooh, not good positioning.
The Icebird is not interested in your skill shots. Come back later. Alright, looked like they were thinking about Dragon there, but then decided against it. Darius going back with 600 gold. And once again, we have got to get lucky in that mid lane. Top lane, plating's going to fall before they can get any more of that gold off, but that just means the turret will die quicker. Bot lane, Anivia is still pushing. What do you think about keeping this this rotation at this point? Oh, a lot of snares coming in here. Flash is blown, the Sivir ult goes off, and as does the Amumu one, but misses, unfortunately. Teleport from the Scion, they do see it coming. Oh, actually, no, they don't see it coming, they don't have the ward there. But they back off anyway, wisely. But yeah, what do you think about keeping this rotation? Do you think that... I think it's still working for them, but do you think that how much longer they should do it?
I think if I'm Blitzkrieg, I want to try starting to force team fights as soon as possible. Because exactly what's happening right now, where they're getting picked out and caught out one by one.
Oh, the Darius flash. He's going to start dunking. There's the one.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, missed the second dunk, though, but that doesn't matter. He's going on Spicy Hat Meme. There's two. They're going to get Scion here. We have not seen a Scion die today yet, I don't think.
There we go, exactly what I was talking about. They want these team fights. They have the better team for it, especially if there's an advantage in numbers. With just as much crowd control as they have with, you know, the Amumu ult, the Anivia ult.
They got to make sure this Darius survives, though. That's their big bread and butter in team fights right now. 6 kills on him.
Whew.
Check out.
Also 112 CS currently. Not only does he have all the kills, but farming like a madman.
Yeah, that AoE spin gets a lot of work done. Checking out the gold, we do have a slight gold advantage here for our, I guess we'll call them normal friends over on Blitzkrieg. Alright, Scion keeps farming in that bot lane as well. So, let's see here, checking out levels as well, more or less equivalent here. The Thresh has been wandering around a lot, so he's a little bit lower than the rest of them. Oh, gonna get caught in a binding here.
Yep.
Good shield from the Lantern though, but here comes the Rammus as well. Taunt. This is probably gonna be, well, maybe not. Oh, shouldn't have turned around for that flame, man. You should have kept going.
Still made it out though.
Yeah, still made it out. Black Shield being rather effective at helping that Rammus. I think that's a really good combo. Black Shield on that Rammus.
Yeah.
Gotta get lucky to switch back to the bot lane and is now bullying the Scion again.
And here comes Stelio to try and help out and deal with this Scion before you can do anything. He's gonna see it back off.
Waves weren't with him there. Next dragon will be an Infernal. So that'll be interesting. It's nice for Blitzkrieg if they have this ghost, not ghost, wind drake, because it allows them to get the rotations they really needed. If that Rammus had the wind drake, that'd just be terrifying. Cloud drake.
Ooh. Yeah, that's definitely not something they want to let happen.
If Blitzkrieg can get their hands on this Infernal, I think they'll be able to take the game.
I think it'll definitely give them a much better chance.
Because I mean, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think this kind of proves that what we were talking about last week. It definitely matters with team comp on which dragons you should really prioritize.
Oh, the sidestep. Gotta get lucky. Is gonna get out of there. Flashed very well. Turret getting a lot of damage. Oh, here comes the Amumu.
Oh, ult. And there we go. That's what they need.
They're going for another one. I don't know if the Chilling Smite was worth it there. Might as well just let him go, I think. Now, of course, if he turns back around. But, you know, getting the pickoffs here. Spicy Hot Meme started off very strong. Is now 4 and 3.
They keep making the same mistakes. I think this Northern Storm team still has it. They still have a good chance at this game, but they keep trying unnecessary risks, diving under towers to get one pick. The Sivir's not even worth. Well, yeah, the Sivir's not even worth anything at the moment. So.
Yeah, maybe going up on Stelio might be better.
Yeah, that
Obviously,
one I would probably say you could get away with making an argument for. He's already sitting on 750.
and you could do the if you sent like Ramus and then the two ladies up on him. I think that would work. Because you get the taunt, both prisons, laser beam.
Especially since he also doesn't have flash up at the moment. He won't be able to flash pull you.
Alright. Ramus here just doing donuts. Alright, so Baron up in 45 seconds, Dragon up in 1 minute. And pushing very low turrets take in this game, probably just because of how poor a start Blitzkrieg got and how strange Northern Storm's team comp is. We've got, let's say, another lane switch. Maya in the bot lane here. Sion up against Stelio. I don't know if this Sion's going to be able to stand against Stelio at all. He does not have the farm for it. But we'll see. Gotta get lucky having some trouble against Amaya-chan.
Random note, I absolutely love the visual for this Morgana's. Her pulls are W, right? Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah, it's definitely got a very interesting ethereal look to it. Alright, so Sion's kind of holding, but definitely pushed back under turret. 481 bonus health so far, so nothing to sneeze at there. Ooh, hook misses. That would have been a killer hook.
Chop Suey's pushed pretty far forward right now without the rest of his team. And here comes Yorick. See if they can make something happen here.
Yeah, there was a bit of hesitation there by Spicy at Meme. I think that's some good hesitation. They don't want that. Top lane wanders down here, both of them. They do have Darius alone here, but they miss all of their CC.
Also, Spicy started an Infernal by himself and then realized he had Sivir on one side and some other people near mid, so he backed out.
This is an interesting possible for a pincer attack here. We'll see what Blitzkrieg decides to do. Baconlicious does get stunned. Might get focused down here. Is made spell immune. Morgana's been making some really good black shields today. This game and the earlier one with Ashway. Gotta get lucky. Everyone's getting spotted here, so Northern Storm has all the information they need. Nope. Team's going two different directions here. Let's see how this works out for him. Gotta get lucky. Did shield on that ultimate, but no one's really...
Take the lantern silver.
Yeah, no one's really dealing any damage at the moment. We do have Stelio trying. This is the biggest wet noodle fight I've ever seen. Everyone's getting some hits on. Gotta get lucky's getting there. Stelio beating on Baconlicious. Big laser seems to miss everyone. Chop Suey very low, does go down. Big shutdown gold there. But then they turn around, and here comes the dunks, most likely. Another dead Sion. Very strange to see that. Triple kill on Stelio. 9-1.
Man, I disagree with Northern Storm's approach here yet again. Stop looking for the team fights.
It was really interesting to see like there was almost no damage being dealt in that fight besides until Stelio showed up.
At the same time, I don't think currently Lorg, the fusion of Lux and Morg. I don't think Lorg has enough damage to quite put down Stelio. So if he's down there, I don't agree with trying to force a fight like that.
Yeah, they definitely will need some help to take him out, though they are starting to get some items that will help them do it. And despite not having the best stats right now, Gotta Get Lucky has been shielding those Sion ults very, very well. Been very impressed with the timing he's had on those.
Ooh, Chop Suey stuck.
Yeah, Chop Suey taking a lot of damage. But yeah, I think Northern Storm, what they should be trying to do is trying to just engage where Stelio isn't for right now. Because, you know, if Stelio wants to go live up top lane, just let him. Buy him a plot of land. And then focus on picking on Jackalope, gotta get lucky. Chop Suey keeps getting forward.
Ooh. Nice leash from Spicy to give a Mumu blue buff. That was nice of him.
Missed that, unfortunately. There was a nice attempt for a dive there, but now here comes Stelio and Chop Suey. Ooh, just missed the pull there. Now Stelio's coming up to help his beleaguered friends in the mid lane. Definitely a force to be reckoned with. A little slow on that combo there with the Anivia. I mean, this is one of those games where I might say something quaint about how, well, with all the gold focused on Stelio Kantos. Oh, man, more skill shots missing. Spell immunity as well. Oh, laser misses again, or at least doesn't do enough damage. Bacon pops the stopwatch. Dies. Kanto's pretty low here, but he's just going to start executing people, and they can't do anything about it. They do get Chop Suey. Oh, they're so close to taking out Stelio. Can they do it? Amaya, maybe you should turn around and get on Stelio, who heals and splashes in there. Doing it again. Takes out Lux, too. Get him. Oh, God.
Wow.
They had a chance there.
They had him so low, but Lux hourglassed under tower until Morg was dead, and then tried to go back in and finished it off. Oh, man.
Man, there's that healing from Darius. Part of the reason he's such a danger to fight.
God. Now 13 of the 17 kills on this Darius. Full bounty, 1,000 gold. Definitely putting the entire team on his shoulders currently.
Prowler asking, how is he tanking everything so well with no MR? The opposing team doesn't really have much in the way of AP right now. You've got Eye of the Watchers and Luden's Echo. And that's really it.
Yeah, I actually... Oh man, I didn't notice that until you just pointed that out. That's another choice I kind of find weird. If you're going to go double AP bot like they did with Lux and Morg, I don't know that you buy a support item.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying at that point to out-ability them.
I think the logic that at least Fawn had buying the Eye of Frost was that they were expecting to harass the bot lane constantly. And so you get that because you're constantly going to be hitting champions and towers. But at the same time, that then lowers your CS. I mean, if you look at the gold totals, they have really fallen off. They're both at 7,000. Everyone else is at 80 except for Thresh. Well, and the Scion. The Scion's in a really rough spot. He's just been kicked from lane to lane. Oh, Spicy At Meme tried to get that turret. Died. Turret at 25 health.
I think that was a bit of a miscommunication because he stayed under while Maya-Chan kind of pieced out pretty early in that fight.
We do have Baconlicious split pushing here, but here comes Big Darius.
See,
Run,
this
Bacon,
is a strategy
run.
they need to take though, because I don't think Stelio can catch. Yeah, especially with that, I don't think Stelio can catch him. At the same time, I don't think anyone else on Blitzkrieg's team right now can deal with Scion and actually stop him from splitting, so you're pretty much guaranteed to pull Stelio anytime he split pushes alone, which might give the other four on Northern Storm's team a chance to win that team fight without Stelio being there.
I don't know. I think that Gotta Get Lucky could hold Scion off. He's been doing it when they keep lane swapping.
That's fair. Maybe. I feel like he'd have a little bit harder time than Stelio would at this point. If nothing else, Scion would probably be able to get a demolish off before you had to run away. But
And, you know, especially because Sivir is not the source of damage on this team, though really trying to get there, Gotta Get Lucky is. So you can just keep a lot of split pushing options actually. I mean, Yorick's good at split pushing too, thanks to his Queen of the Dead or whatever it's called.
Yeah. It's also a
Maiden
good point.
of the Mist.
So maybe you do a 1-3-1 in this kind of scenario?
Maybe. I could see the option here. I mean, that's 2 turrets in like a minute and a half that Amaya's gotten down. Darius has a Spirit Visage now. Flash blown by Amaya to get out of there. Here comes Stelio. Probably want to run. Oh, Sion turns around there a little bit, so Sion's going down, no question. We'll see if Blitzkrieg decides to push here.
Maybe Baron?
Looks like Stelio wants to do it. Where Stelio wants to go, everyone else should go too.
At this point, absolutely. However, Northern Storm's got the team to steal.
See what happens. Oh, nope, laser not quite enough. Oh, Spicy Hot Meme tried. He was the one who would be able to do it if I was going to bet on any jungler doing it.
Only because Fat Lee's not jungling though.
Well, sure. Oh, whoa, hey, Observer. I don't know what's going on there, but we're going to look away from that for a second. Everyone else see the snare dancing Thresh there? That was interesting.
Yeah, that was weird. Spectator's drunk, don't mind him.
Alright, so this mid turret is still alive. 3 people beaten on it. Should be able to take it down, I would think, since Stelio's in the bot lane. I mean, Stelio is 13,000 gold. Gold lead for the team overall, 8k. Next dragon is an Earth Drake in 2 minutes. Prowler claiming he has the most Baron steals. That's fine. Let me know when you get some Baron steals in split 5.
Oh man. Just Cho'Gath things, yeah.
Alright, so Amaya holding their own against Darius down here. Baron buff is definitely going to be a factor.
Yeah, that's still doing a ton of damage right now, so.
But at the same time, I think that Blitzkrieg is very much aware that Stelio not being around means they need to be careful. We have Sion coming in from the back, Rammus coming in from the front. Good ice wall. Bird's doing a lot of work with that.
Ooh.
Nope.
And Darius catches out Amaya-chan here at bot lane.
Oh, here comes the Sion. Alright, this is going to be their big moment. They go in. They're targeting the Ice Bird of all people. That's very interesting. Big Amumu ult. We'll see if they're able to take Cho'X out here. Looks like they will. Once again, Sion just kind of doing his own thing. They don't quite have the damage here, and they're deciding to run away rather than trying to work any harder. Sion gets picked off again. And here comes the teleport from Stelio. Rammus does manage to barely make it out, but now the ladies are abandoned with Darius here, so that's not a dunk. Gotta get lucky, got the kill instead. That's another turret down.
Ooh, it's tiny mistake after tiny mistake. It's gonna, I think, probably be the game for Northern Storm. Not prioritizing Sivir in that team fight was a huge miscalculation.
Looks like they may just push to end here. We'll see what happens. They have their Darius with full health, who basically is eating turrets alive here. Pulls the Yorick, ropes in a Mumu here. A lot of damage coming out. Turret focusing pretty hard here. Dunks for days. Nexus is alone. So, despite the quirky team composition, a couple of adjustments, and Darius just doing Darius things. And that's the game.
Whew, man.
Great adjustments by Blitzkrieg, I gotta say.
Yep, and exactly what I said, what I feared happened. They had the better late game team. Northern Storm just wasn't able to push out as much damage as they were hoping with that Lux Morg, Lorg, I think is what I called it earlier. Lorg combo. And whew, they got dunked on, literally.
And I just like to say that I was correct about my commenting about the skins getting wins, leading to it not working in game 3 or set 3. All right, so huge Darius damage, obviously. Almost as much as the top 3 players on, well, not quite, but top 2 at least. And some nice damage on Sivir as well. All right, so game 1, well, you know, the normal team won, let's call it that. And do you think that Northern Storm's going to try something tricky for game 2, or do you think they'll just stick normal?
No, I think that's kind of a wake up call that maybe play a few more games in the split, know your team, uh, know the enemy team a little bit better. I mean, before you try doing some crazy stuff like that.
I do
I've
have
seen
to
some crazy good things out of WD fan before, so I'm thinking he'll probably go back to what he knows.
I do have to say though, it was quite the game turned around when they did that lane switch.
Agreed.
That was when it started turning. So that was a really good, thoughtful play by Blitzkrieg. Some other teams might not do something like that. They might just, you know, try to struggle through it and make it work. But as soon as that lane swap happened, suddenly the tempo in all the lanes shifted. It felt a little bit weirder having the 2 casters in the mid lane. Sion just couldn't do anything bot. It worked quite well for them.
Agreed. You think we'll see Sion ban this game?
Maybe. I don't think it was necessarily Sion's fault that the game went the way it did, but if we do see Sion, he will be in the top lane. Alright, so we will stop the stream real quick and just go straight into the last game of the night, Northern Storm Blitzkrieg. Be right back.